you are looking at right here is a live stream of my laptop screen being processed on his computer and then viewed. So we fixed our streaming issue where it was breaking at the library level, and then we incorporated those changes. So this is currently about 6 seconds behind. So our delay is going down too. We still need to tune that more. And then we're also displaying it from the first version of our React web page. So that was done on this sprint too. Irvin can talk about that a little bit. The React page.
I mean, it's just a React page. We're just loading in the video and using the web RTC library to make the connection with the Go backend to send the video stream from our Go backend to the front end. And we're using the SDP thing as last time, but now it's much easier to copy and paste into the browsers.
Okay. So yeah, the thing that we're still working on is getting that done via an HTTP server, so that you don't have to copy and paste it, because currently you still have to copy the browser session description from your browser and then give it to the binary that's running to serve the video, which currently is done, like I said, by copying and pasting it from the browser into the terminal, and then what the terminal gives you back into the browser. But ultimately that can be done via a simple HTTP server. We just haven't gotten there yet. So we also increased our test coverage on the back end. So here you can see we are now, actually I don't think we've changed yet. All right, there you go. Now you can see that we are at 57%, and that's because everything's covered except for the main function.
Can you guys increase the font size, please?
More?
Yes, more. Sorry to interrupt.
That's fine.
Give it a few seconds.
Okay.
Thank you.
So again, the delay that you're seeing is the delay that's on the video stream. So that's actually pretty good, because originally we were working with like a minute delay. So we've gotten it much better. But basically everything that's not covered by the tests in the back end of the application is the main function that does all the setup. So that needs to be refactored out more so that I can mock it and add tests, which I did some of, but I haven't gotten all the way there. So that's why the code coverage is still only at 57%, because testing is just difficult on the main function. And we talked to our sponsor a little bit about advice for increasing our test coverage and testing the main function. And they basically said that the way they would do it is to refactor it as much as they could and then not really test the main function. So that's kind of what we're working with. We'd like to get to 100% test coverage though. On the front end, we have not gotten to writing tests yet, because that's another technology that nobody was familiar with to start with. And it's also very simple. There's not actually very much code from us in the front end at the moment. So increasing test coverage is another goal of the next sprint. Yeah. Okay, so now we can take a look at the backlog. Do you want to show it, or do you want me to? Oh, okay. This is our backlog that we just completed. Okay, this is the backlog that we just completed. The next iteration backlog we haven't created yet, but it's basically going to consist of what I was just saying. So adding an HTTP server and unit testing for the front end and the back end. Yeah. Eventually, we also need to add in freezing so you can mark up the video. That might be the next sprint, though. Okay, so any questions? Oh, another thing that we're working on is still Jenkins. So I'm actually having trouble with Jenkins again, that I'll probably reach out to Zencat about, because I'm not able to get the Go toolchain set up there. I tried first to extract it and then just commit the whole binary setup to SVN, but it timed out. I don't know if that's like a limitation he put on it or just one that they're exists in Subversion, but it wouldn't load the whole thing. So then I tried submitting a tarball of the file and extracting that on the server, but it doesn't seem to have run the script. So it never extracted, and if it doesn't extract that, then nothing will build. So that is another thing for the next sprint, and also something I'll need to talk to Snake about. Okay, so now are there any questions? Well, he's looking at our.
So you don't have any problem with the video feed and the issues with the streaming.
Well, it's still laggier than we would like, but it's the latency.
Mm.
There's still more latency than we would like. We're down to something like 5 to 6 seconds.
Okay.
But we'd really like it to be like 2 or less.
Yeah, because this is going to be in surgery and it needs to be as close to real time as possible.
Do you think it's achievable?
It's achievable with the WebRTC technology. So like the streaming can definitely happen in sub-second time.
Mm.
The problem is the video encoding. I'm not 100% sure we'll be able to get the video encoding fast enough that it can actually stream close enough to real time. And that's also a problem that we're thinking about going forward with the actual product, because eventually this will be running on some hospital computer and their computers might be garbage, and that would be a problem with the program being able to actually run. So, I mean, that's something we've talked to our sponsor about, and they basically told us not to worry about that at this stage.